January 29th, 2020. Imagine that, 2020. Never thought we'd see that. Just yesterday was Y2K. Okay, we have a large agenda tonight, so we're going to move through them fairly as quickly as possible, so I'm going to, ask for your patience from the get-go. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, item 1, City Council, smoking in the playgrounds prohibited. Where's Peter? Okay.
So the City Council and the City Clerk's Office wanted us to make sure that the board is aware that they passed an ordinance that forbids smoking in the parks. It's supposed to be not allowing smoking anywhere where kids congregate, and there's going to be signage put up at some point this year to hopefully enforce that.
Okay.
So just an informational notice sent to the board.
Okay. Yeah. Whereas before, there was nothing really there.
There's nothing officially in place before, so we added it to the permits, so it says on the permit already, no alcohol, no alcohol or smoking allowed. When the signage goes up, it should be fairly well posted.
Okay. All right, thank you, Peter. Okay, we're gonna move to item 3. Darlene Wood, City of Lowell Police Department. Darlene Wood? No, it's on Pet Fest. I will table that one. Lucas Gorseski, Acre Family Childcare.
We're cruising.
Lucas Gorseski, Acre Family Childcare. No, table that one. Okay. Esther Brown, welcome. Okay. What can we do for you?
So I'm requesting a permit for my college 20th reunion cookout.
Okay. At the Shed Pavilion on August 16th?
Yes.
Okay, from 2 to 6? Okay, there's a fee associated with that. The total fee would be $170. Okay, you have questions for us?
Yes.
Okay,
In terms of,
please ask.
I think I just heard that no alcohol.
No, there's no alcohol allowed on the, yeah, on the
No
pub.
smoking, no.
No smoking, no alcohol.
Okay. I know what on the website said, a 4 hours window. Can it be extended?
Yes, we usually do things in blocks. And right now, you've got a 4-hour block. How long do you need?
I need it until 8 o'clock.
Till 8 o'clock, so another 2 hours? Okay, and these are 2-hour blocks, so, okay, so your fee would increase. We could give you to 8 o'clock. I don't know if there's anything that's in there. Bianca,
We
you
need
aware
to
if there's
charge for
anything?
4-hour blocks for the custodian. That's
Oh,
the only
4 hour
thing.
for the custodian, okay.
And we could go, I mean, if it's available, which I don't know if it's available right now, we could look at extending it before and after, but you have to charge in 4-hour blocks, even if she only takes it for 6.
Right.
So I can do 8 hours?
Yeah, you could do, instead of starting at 2, you could start at 12.
Yeah.
As long as it's available, I don't know what's in there the day before you, and there has to be a gap in between events, so if there's somebody in there till 1 already, you wouldn't be able to go earlier. I don't
3:40,
think there's
okay.
anybody in there after you because of the lateness of the event after anyway, but you could look at if the board allows you to extend it, you look at extending it, but you have to be charging 4-hour blocks.
That total fee, if you want the additional 4, would be $340 then. Okay, you have any other questions? Okay,
I've got
All right.
a question.
okay, go ahead, Tom.
Are you, excuse me, are you gonna be doing any cooking there?
Yes.
Okay, we don't allow, gas grills on the property.
No propane.
No propane,
The
charcoal only.
charcoal grill, yeah.
Charcoal's
Notify the fire department first so they can work with you. If you got any other questions, you've got plenty of time before the event, just please give us a call and we'll help you out as best we can. Okay. Entertain a motion?
Make a motion to approve the dates and times requested for a fee of $340.
I'll second it.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Cheryl Saber? Hi. Good, and yourself?
What item is that, Paul? I'm here for two.
Oh, okay, we've got Father McGuire Playground Concession Stand,
Yes.
and then below it, we have the Walsh Complex, so I think
Is
are they
that-
lumped
sorry, is that
together?
Edwards?
Yes, Edward Street,
Yeah,
yes.
like always for the last 20, whatever it is years, Father McGuire's will work with PYO.
Okay.
Spring through the fall, the rights of concession stand.
Right,
And the Edwards, we're gonna work out like we did last year with, I'm not sure if it's on the agenda, his name escapes me, the athletic director at the Lowell Collegiate Charter. I forget his name.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
work with him.
Right.
He wants use of Edwards too, for the
Okay.
same reason, the EAA.
right,
marker.
right.
And we did that last year, Cheryl had the permit,
Mhm.
and they worked out a schedule between them for the fields. and
Yeah.
it's
It always works out much better when you guys work it out than when we get stuck
the
with it.
same thing.
Okay.
I have one question, John.
Sure.
This was the first year that, and again, his name escapes me, the PYO president, he didn't reach out to me in the fall like he's had in the past about closing the building. Now, did the city themselves do all of that? I know it's done, because water's off, there was antifreeze put in the toilets and the drains. So will I assume that they'll come back out and turn everything back on, or are we doing that? This is the first year, he didn't reach out to me and said,
Okay, I don't know. My suggestion would be to reach out to him again and then follow up and double check with us. And Shannon?
City would only shut the water off, that's it.
just
Did he-
shut it off.
Yeah, they're not gonna electrolyze the inside.
Well, he must have gone out there because the hot water tank was empty like we usually do.
Okay,
I just assumed maybe he did it himself then. I know, will the city come back, are we turning everything back on ourselves?
City will turn it back on once every frost is all done.
They'll turn it back on, okay.
okay,
That's it, I have nothing further, thank you.
okay. How soon before their event, Shannon, would you turn the water back on?
Typically right in April, once we know there's
Yeah,
no more
we-
frost in
Okay,
April.
okay.
We're not in there till the middle or the end of April.
Yeah.
so.
I'm just wondering, just in case, what time you were. Okay,
We're gonna vote on this separate.
okay, so we'll do the Father McGuire one first, and we'll do to the Walsh Complex second. Okay, those are two items you were in on,
Yes,
right?
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay.
One other question, with regards to that cooking, is there, are you able to, with any permission from any department, like fire or any other department, are you able to cook it all with propane
No,
in Lowell?
in Lowell, correct. Right,
Are those
specific,
on?
yes.
They're on.
In the green space
Okay,
of the wall, yeah.
I've seen it done, but I just didn't know, I didn't know why.
I've seen
'Cause I would
people
love
run-
to. Huh?
Yeah, I've seen people run red lights too, so.
Doesn't mean you should, right?
Okay, well, since you went first,
No, I understand. No,
Okay.
it's a city ordinance.
okay. And I
And-
understand why, but
Correct.
it make it much easier. I mean, I'm envious of this gentleman doesn't, but okay, I'm good then.
He's not
Thank you.
doing it with authorized permission,
Okay,
okay?
understand.
That's my only comment on that. Okay,
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept Father McGuire Playground concession stand from July 1st to September 1st for a fee and no fee.
no fee.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. So Father McGuire is all set. Okay, second item is Edward Street, Ed Walsh Soccer Complex. You have anything else to add to that?
No, no.
Okay. Okay, any
Okay,
questions?
I'll make a motion to accept the Edwards Park from September 1st to October 30th with no fee.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Have a good evening.
You know, I will check into to see if that ordinance now with propane being so plentiful and used, that maybe it's something, they could change that in the future. So I don't know how old that ordinance is, but
Okay.
it is a good thing. I'm glad you brought it up, that we can look into it.
Okay, appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh, okay, well, we'll wait a little while. Okay. Okay, item 7, Ronnie Eaton, baseball game.
There we go.
Yes, welcome.
My name is Brendan Anderson. My dad is Ronnie Eaton. He's sitting next to me. It's really my team.
Okay.
So obviously I'm seeking the permits, I don't know if you have in front of you, for Alumni Field, for my team, Merrimack Valley Expos, or a new team coming into an existing league, the Commonwealth Amateur Baseball League.
Okay.
It's more known around the North Shore area, but now they're adding some more teams, and one of them is my team, so.
Oh, okay.
My dad has been in Lowell for 50-something years, same house for 40-plus years, so
Okay.
this is where I wanted to start my team and kind of build it around here.
Oh, okay. So what was the name of that league that you
The
now own?
Commonwealth Amateur Baseball League.
Was that ever known by a different name?
Back in the day, I mean, it was the Royal Rooters Baseball League, but I don't know. No,
I know there was ones like the Wooden Bat League, and there were a few other leagues
No,
that had
yeah.
established that had come and gone over
No.
that period of time, so,
Yeah.
okay. And so we have May 3rd, May 17th, June 7th and 21st, 28th, July 19 and 26.
Correct.
Okay, is that just regular season? Would you need
Yeah,
stuff for
it's just
playoffs?
regular
Would you
season.
come back to us if you?
Yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
come back, because obviously there's no guarantee. I don't know what it was like if I had requested them and then had to cancel them if for some reason didn't need them, so.
Yeah, it just makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is, the total fee would be $2,240.
What was it per game?
Yeah, it breaks down as follows. You would have, for a game, a 4-hour block, it's at $150 a block, so times 7, that's $1,050.
Yep.
The custodial fee is $120 times 7, $840.
Okay.
Lights, which you would need at that point, would be $350, $50 per night, and then, so the total charge of $2,240.
Okay.
Okay? Just wanted you to be aware of
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, that's fine. I did the math, it was close to that.
Oh,
there's
okay.
A couple additional fees, but that's not a big deal, so.
Okay, any questions for us?
Just kind of on what the cancellation policy, like a rain date, like if I get rained out on a certain day, do I get the freedom, like if trying to find another day, because obviously it's not cheap, so like I'd like to.
No, we'll work with you on
Yeah,
getting that,
as long as
correct.
there's, you know, some type of
Mhm.
flexibility on that, obviously. if
If
it's
the
a
date
rain
can't
house.
be made up, you'll get a credit if you want for the next year, or a refund of your fees.
And what
paid.
about if it's a league cancellation for rain, but maybe you guys didn't technically close the park, or say it's not.
If you're canceled
if we
for a
cancel,
legitimate reason, we don't have a problem.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Okay.
that's really my only concern.
Okay. Any questions, Ryan?
We do, yes.
I do.
Rick?
I'm Ricky. I run Cali Stadium, which has Alumni Field.
I know you already. I played for you in the grade a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For you.
My issue is May 3rd, May 17th, June 7th, June 21st, June 28th. Those are all Sundays,
Yeah.
and that's during low high, and he practices Sunday nights until about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
It was open,
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I didn't see the dates, and I actually just looked on my phone to see exactly what day of the week it was, to see if it would be accommodating.
All right.
So, and I know that he practices every Sunday night.
Suggestions?
I mean, I can start it, I mean, obviously, the game, I probably wasn't gonna have to start till 8. I was
Okay.
just gonna use the 7 to 8 as like, you know, the warm-up, or whatever, but I can start the game at 8, if they practice till 7:30 or something like that, and then,
I think that's something that you would have to bring up with the athletic director of Lowell High,
Yeah.
and
He'll be here.
he's gonna be here. He just texted me, he's running about 20 minutes late.
Oh, okay.
And the head coach of the baseball team to see exactly what was going on. Because as soon as I saw May and June, that's their season. And, you know, out
Yeah.
there, we always give precedent to
yeah,
Lowell High,
no,
you know.
I know Steve Lauder really well.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
head
yeah.
coach and stuff, so.
Okay.
I suggest maybe we table this until.
Why don't we just
Mr.
table that?
I mean,
Lisinski
we got
gets
plenty
here.
of time, so I mean,
Yeah.
maybe table it, and then, you know, you can contact me, and I can contact them if the board allows me to do some homework on it.
Yeah.
And get back to everybody, and,
Yeah.
see what the high school coach says and the AD says, so that way they're, you know, cause I got a working relationship with them, and see what we can do, and then bring it back next month meeting,
Okay.
you know? and
Yeah,
see
that
if we can
that
work
works
this
well
out.
for me.
Does that work? I
Yeah.
mean, if the board allows.
For you as well, sir?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't have much of a choice, obviously, so I'll take,
Yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah,
so.
when
You
you take
always
my
have a
card-
choice.
Well, no, because I need the permit, so if I have
Yeah.
to wait, then I have to
No, I
wait,
understand.
so.
That's my office number and my email, so just,
Okay.
later on next week, if you wanna shoot me a reminder, and if I
Okay,
have any information, I'll shoot me your information through email,
Okay.
and then once I have some stuff, I'll give you a call.
All right. I can move the time during the day.
Yeah, that's what I'll ask
If
him.
something's open or-
You know, 'cause a lot of,
I prefer nights, but.
over 30 comes in every Sunday
Morning, yeah.
And then we have Low High comes in mid-afternoon, cause they kind of split it up. JV comes in earlier, and then the varsity
Right.
practices by themselves,
Yeah,
you know, and it runs to like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
okay.
So I mean, if I know that he's gonna be off exactly at 8, then, you know, maybe we can do something like 8:30, you know what I mean?
Okay,
And work it that way.
yeah, that's fine.
You have any other questions while you're here concerning this?
No,
Okay.
that'll do it.
All right. All right, so we've got you tabled until we hear back from Rick to work things out, so,
Okay,
okay?
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, item 8. Othello De Leon?
Yes,
Yes, welcome.
thank you. I'm wanting to use the Tyler Park for the rain cookout on August 15th,
Okay,
August 16th, sorry.
August 16th, from 2 to 10.
Yeah,
And what are you going? A wedding and a wedding reception?
it's just the rain cookout,
It's a cookout,
yeah.
okay,
And I intend to have food there,
okay,
so I'm seeking to also build a tent where the food will be stored. And I'm gonna have music.
okay.
We have music, so I'll empower there.
No, I don't think there's any power. at
No.
Tyler Park.
There's no power there.
You would need a generator.
So then we done, I have to provide my own power, get a generator.
Right.
Correct.
Mhm.
That's about it.
Okay. How many people do you expect, sir?
100,
100?
yeah.
Okay. All right. And rain date?
For a wedding.
Rain
For a-
date?
For a wedding.
I know, but you're outside, you're subject to the weather, so.
You know, it's lucky, John. That's why he's putting a tent up.
It's supposed to be, blessed is the bride who gets rained on, right? Isn't that the expression? No? Okay, all right. All right, so the fee for that would be $100, sir.
Okay.
All right. Any board members have questions?
Then you heard the thing with the cooking, no propane, only charcoal. Okay.
Okay.
Try to keep the music down when it's late in the night.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the date and time requested for a fee of $100.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
You're all set, sir. Good luck. You're welcome. Okay. Okay. Jonathan Chem, Clemente Park Committee? Jonathan Chem, Clemente Park Committee? No, okay.
I'll leave that.
Okay.
He's a big fan of civic duty.
Mark Sabulski, Mill City Mustangs?
Yeah,
Yes, welcome.
thanks. Pretty much in the same boat as up there, I'm joining that CAPL league. Played in the GLPA league that you were probably thinking of, the Greater Lowell Baseball Association.
Yeah, no, there's been a few of them. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I just had a heart transplant, so I gotta wear the mask.
That's fine.
So, basically, I played in that league for 10 years. I was president for 4, so I dealt with permits for Ryan and Campbell. So now we're joining this league, trying to upgrade our field. We'll be another little team, Mill City.
Okay. So you'll be his competition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anything else you would need from me?
Okay.
Same
Issue as
Same issue.
you had heard, so we've got to check that
Low
out.
High.
Yeah.
So we'll add you to that list and we'll
I think I
try
have
to.
some different day games on there too.
Yeah, you've got a few day games, and we're gonna look at the schedule, so we're gonna look at the thing in total, so we can work something out, you know, the best for both of you. So we might have to have a separate get-together and go over the
Yeah, we have.
fact-finding stuff. Yeah, combine the schedules and see what works. I know.
Yeah, I didn't count the July.
No.
Or the table, yeah, we should probably table this one as well.
Is there any dates where you play each other on here?
The probably is, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure there's one of the dates out.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah, but
We
even,
played each other three
We're in the
times.
same division.
3 times?
We're in each other 3 times.
Oh. Well,
I'm sure-
that
I'm
that
sure-
helps
I'm
out
sure
about
one
a
or two
bit.
of them are-
Okay.
yeah, so you're just gonna have to, I mean, if the board wants to do the same thing like we did with, the other team, have them contact me. John,
21st and 20th and the 19th of July.
we're not on you yet.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir?
No, he's speaking out.
Oh,
No,
He's speaking out.
different agenda item.
oh, okay.
Do you have an estimated total of what mine would be?
Yeah, 2730.
Well, it depends on if you charge the in or the out of town fee. We weren't sure if it was a low. When he was at the GLBA, he was charged the in-resident fee. I don't know if you guys are charging the resident or the non-resident fee.
This
Okay.
is resident
There's two
adult
fees on
fee,
there.
and it's a light fee and a custodial fee because it's a Sunday.
But there's some day games, right, you pay less.
Yeah, you wouldn't need lights. Yeah, we'll work all that out depending, because this is probably gonna change, and yours thing is probably gonna change to work out for the best of you. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we kind of have a budget to run by, so.
No, understood. I mean, we have approximately 2730 all the way up to 3630.
Okay,
So that gives you a ballpark to work within,
all right,
all right?
thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. You okay with those, Peter, as far as the estimated amounts? All right.
Yeah, and just so you know, the late fee on there is not charged for the 1 to 5 games, it's just for the night games, so that's already been taken into account.
Okay, all right. All right. Thank you. Okay, so we'll table that. Okay. Would you like a chair, sir?
Do you wanna just?
No, I'm good.
We can get one for you if you'd like.
Tandem's good for me right now.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay. Item 11, Catherine Fiorino, Immaculate Conception School, and welcome.
We're here for our yearly field day down at Cali. They're there from 9 in the morning till about 11:30 on June 9th. Tuesday.
Okay,
And then if it's lousy weather, we just keep it at the school. We usually call Ricky and cancel if it's blowing weather.
okay. Okay. Is there someone at the complex on that?
Yes.
There is.
I am.
All right.
So there's no fee.
we
So,
can waive the fee.
they wouldn't have a fee then, okay. Okay, so the same as usual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the time and date with no fee.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Thank you. Okay, John Flynn, Fiesta Shows. Welcome.
Good evening, members of the board. I'm John Flynn, president of Dean and Flynn, doing business as Fiesta Shows. Here before you again for another year, to request the use of the battlefield for the Memorial Day event. Annual event.
Right. How many years has this been going on now, John?
22, I bought.
Yeah.
21 at the end of it. And I will say, it's nice to come in, it's nice surroundings now, rather than nice to be.
You are trying to get a permit, correct? Okay. Anything different, John?
No, and naturally upon the board's approval, then I would approach every department, building, electric, health, fire, police, DPW, arrange for the water, and all of that. And the state naturally for the inspections.
Okay. All right. Okay, and the fee is similar to what it's always been? Okay, any other questions or concerns for this year?
No,
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I run the regattas in regatta fields the few weekends beforehand. Last year, there were trailers parked the weekend before.
over on the
Memorial
side,
Day,
yeah.
and it doesn't, it was totally, they were just in the driveway, like at the beginning of the entrance.
We'll coordinate that better with you this year.
Thank
you.
Yeah, that was totally with some truckers, so
Yeah,
they
no.
shouldn't have even been there.
That's okay, I just wanted to thank you.
I think it was 3 trailers that were, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay, thank you.
Right. That was easy.
Government in action, look at that.
Yeah, okay. Any questions, concerns? Ryan, Tom?
No questions.
Okay. Motion?
Make a motion, accept the dates and times with a fee of $10,850.
Motion to the 9,800,
Yeah.
that 10,000 includes the water.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
The water
we-
department
Is the
wants them
water-
to call, because the water fee has changed.
Yeah.
So it would just be the 9,800.
So
$9,800 instead
Yeah.
of the $1050, okay.
yeah, I'd already mentioned that to John earlier, so, okay.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, John.
Thank you very much.
Now you can go back to Florida before the storm comes. Thanks.
I'm leaving Saturday.
The storm's coming in Friday night.
The weather report's free, everybody.
No, it'll be out of here by Saturday.
Guy's taking a deep run of Logan right now.
Okay, item 13. Sagemba Luaco Soccer Tournament.
Fred.
Welcome.
So we're having our 11th annual soccer event at Cali Stadium on the Lucas Field
Okay.
on July 11th.
Okay. It's 11 years now? Wow.
10 years was a banger last year.
Okay. Fee, all right.
I think we all know what it is now.
Okay, so that's just for the one day?
Yes, this one.
Okay, 1120, resident fee, 600, custodial fee, total, okay, 8 to 8. Are you gonna need the lights on at the end there? No, you should be, it'll be close. Okay, so the total fee would be $960. Okay. All right, any questions or concerns? Gentlemen?
Nope. Make a motion to approve the dates and, oh, I'm sorry, any question?
Excuse me, John.
Yes.
How many people are you expecting?
300.
All right, I know last year, we have a new solid waste, recycle coordinator, and last year, they didn't schedule any dumpsters on site. We actually had to take ours from our shop and bring it down, and it filled the whole thing up. And we paid for, removal of that. So maybe you, would contact down DPW, the solid waste coordinator, and have, see if they can drop a dumpster on site for that day.
I'll coordinate with Ricky.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also just, if I could have the board, just, I mean, Frederick, I've been dealing with Frederick for, what's this, 7 years now? And, they're a great organization to work with, especially him and, Chiamao. But just a reminder that you guys need to call the police department for your detail for that day. And, just to reiterate that the permit is 8 to 8 PM, so 8 PM, we need to be gone. I know you guys try your hardest, but we need to figure out a way to get the players and everybody out of there, you know, quickly. You know, last couple of years, that's been the only issue.
Okay,
Different fees, the turf fees are more expensive.
okay.
Great.
Okay.
Any other
All right.
questions?
Okay. The 960 would be for the turf field in the middle. Cavallo Field would be 510. Which one do you want?
He needs both.
You want to use
He needs-
both?
He needs
All right,
both.
so the total, so I'd add the 960, so it'd be 1470.
Yeah, he
Okay,
uses-
all right, all right.
He
Thank
uses
you, Peter.
both.
Okay. Any other questions or concerns?
Nope.
All right.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates and times requested for a fee of $14.70.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, sir. And you'll coordinate the stuff with Ricky?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Joyce Arota? Yes, welcome.
3 permits, the 3 different dates.
Okay, why don't we take them one at a time then, Joy? Okay, first one, Shed Park Pavilion, June 10th.
We agreed to just have a picnic area to go to, corner shop, come up and serve the kids ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Questions or concerns? There's no fee on
No
that.
fee because
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a custodian there, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
We never charge them anyways. Okay. Motion,
Vote on- I'll make a motion to accept the date and time with no fee.
I'll second.
okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. You're all set on the first one, June 10th. Okay, Shed Park and Perrin Little League Field and Pavilion, and that's for June 16th. And what are you doing on that date?
We have field day, middle school
Field day? Okay.
We just walk up from the school, we're right down the street.
Okay. Motion for that one?
I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates with no fee.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Okay. And the third one, Joy, would be for June 12th.
That's
And-
the elementary field day, right behind the school.
Oh, okay.
Luaco.
Just a different group field day. Okay, another field day. Okay, great. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates with no fee.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you're all set. Congratulations.
very much.
Good luck. Okay, Chris Snow? Welcome. Okay, what are we doing, Chris?
Doing well.
Okay, what are we doing here?
Concessions for the year.
Oh, all right,
For the annual permit.
all right. From April through October. All right, do you need anything different from us? Everything's working well?
Everything's so far so good.
We like it that way.
While I am here, I do want to give you a quick update on the project we had approved for a few years ago. We've actually begun working with the EPD on getting that process in motion. We've secured some funding from the state.
Good.
Via grant. And obviously some more formula coming presented to you and keep updated on that, but I
That'd be great.
have requested of the planning department and all involved. I just wanted to give you an update that we're actually in motion on that.
Great.
Nice
Thank
work.
you, thank you. Okay,
Make a motion to approve the dates and times requested for no fee.
I'll second it.
further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Chris. Thank you. Okay. Tom Burgess, over 30 baseball?
John,
Okay,
I'm standing in for John, not for Tom.
okay,
He stepped down from the role, you won't be seeing him anymore.
okay,
So, good to see you.
okay. Can you refresh my memory with your name again?
Chris.
Chris, okay.
Chris.
You should know that.
I do, I just had one of those moments.
I said you there, sorry.
It's all the lights in here that just, they get to you after a while. Okay. All right. Anything out of the ordinary, Chris?
No, there's two items. There was gonna be a credit, some rainouts,
Okay,
and a cancellation issue. And, we're only requesting 6 days this year, not the whole season.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You playing somewhere else?
No, they love the field, the
Yeah.
history, the whole thing.
Mhm.
I think they found the cost was a little prohibitive.
Okay, all right, sorry about that.
The Yankees are the only ones playing on the same page.
Then we'll raise our fees next year, we'll see.
All right,
No.
okay. You're requesting credit total of $925. Okay, let's see. And then that's the credit, $925, and then the 17 would be the fee for the actual use of the dates. Is that correct, Bianca?
Oh, yeah, we'll make a motion to,
16
for
is
credits
for the
first.
credits, and 17 is for this year's fees, this year's use.
The 925 is the credit and 1620 is for item 17 for the game.
Okay, then we'd give them the $925 credit. Is that correct? All right, thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the $925 credit.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that passes, and our 17 is on the date you requested. That total would be $1620. We'd have the block fee and then a custodial fee, and then we'll give you the $925 credit, so whatever that works out to.
16.95,
Pardon?
$695.
$695,
Very good.
okay?
Thank you, board.
Any other questions?
No, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
we have to vote on that.
Yeah,
Make a motion to approve the dates and time requested, for a fee of $1620 minus the $925 credit, for a total of $695 or so?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries, you're all set.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good season.
Thanks, Chris.
Just so you know, we'll have to credit the account separately, so the bill will still come up as a 1,600, but then we'll do that through the in-house system.
Okay? You're welcome. Okay, Jason Normandy, Calorie Park Little League. Calorie Park Little League? No, table. We are now almost halfway through. Okay,
I feel like half the people on the
okay. Purity Camu Boston, Diaspora Media Chapter?
Yes,
Yes, welcome.
thank you.
What can we do for you?
And the menu,
Okay,
Pavilion.
yeah.
all right. And you're saying grilling requested?
I'm sorry?
Your note says grilling requested.
Yeah, we need to cook. We are going to use the charcoal.
Charcoal,
burners.
okay, yeah.
That's the
All right.
answer.
So you heard us talk about the propane earlier.
No, I have been there before with another department.
Okay, all right,
I know that
okay. Just double checking.
it's okay.
All right,
It's okay.
all right, I like this.
So I just wanna confirm I have like two blocks. We wanna take 2 blocks?
2 blocks?
Yes.
Okay. From 1 to 5, and then
And then another one.
from 5 to 7.
Yes.
For the track.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got 320 and 1, so the total fee would be 420, so, all right.
No, it's going to, this is the secretary of the group, and she lives in Lowell. I know she'll be responsible for paying, because I believe if she's a Lowell resident, she'll be responsible for,
So it should be a Lowell resident fee, not a non-resident fee.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Maybe we can make
All
that
right.
work.
All right, so the resident fee would be,
yeah, it's for, yeah. She's the
okay,
resident.
no, we do have it in here, okay.
Okay,
What's the resident fee?
Resident fee plus custodian, for one is 320, and for the other one, it's $100, so the total would still be 420.
how much?
$420,
420?
yes.
Done. We have the non-resident fee.
This one says non-resident fee.
The resident fee is 25, not the 100, so it'll be 170 for the for the pavilion.
Okay, so I'm reading it wrong, okay. 170,
50 for the resident field fee,
okay.
so it'd be
220.
220? 220, so we're saving $200, okay, so 220,
220.
all right. Okay, so the fee's gonna be $220.
Is that better?
You like that better?
Oh, yeah, that's better.
No problem.
It's a non-profit organization.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so we are good?
We're gonna vote on it in a minute, dear. Okay? Okay, any other questions?
Are we gonna vote on both as one?
It's more fun.
Yeah,
when it's
we're
on
doing
television.
both at the same day, it's just an extension of time, yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion for the time and dates for a fee of $220.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? Motion carries, you're all set.
Thank
Go
you.
have some fun.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Okay, Katie Doherty, Bailey School. Table.
He just wants to know how she pays.
Oh,
Oh,
You get an email when
Online.
it's approved, and once you get the email that it's approved, you can log into your website and pay. So you pay right online.
Okay, thank you.
okay, so Katie Doherty? No? Okay. Tristan Harrington? Welcome.
I'm here for Commonwealth Hampshire Baseball League. The other two gentlemen,
Oh, you're in the same league?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I didn't submit prior to July 1st because of the high school. For that reason, I only submitted for July 1st, July 12th, the second last night.
Okay.
Any issue with conflicts with the school itself.
that's B. A is flat.
He's talking to
Campbell.
Okay, you got Campbell and then Colley.
No, I think just the calling, I'm starting on alumni. Campbell was for another league, the GLBA, which is no more. That league folded.
Okay, so that first part, A, is history. So we just have the B, Colley Memorial Stadium Complex, just have July 12th, August 2nd, and August 9th, is that correct?
Weeknight, July 1st. Sunday, July 12th. And then Sunday, 8/2 and 8/9.
Okay. I don't have the weeknight one in here.
Yeah, July 1st not in there.
Yeah, I don't have July 1st on here. Bianca, do you have that anywhere?
I do not.
Okay. Okay.
And that July 1st, what time are you looking for?
8 p.m., 8 to midnight.
Does fall into the same category?
4 hour block.
No? Okay. But would it if we had to move the other ones?
Huh?
If we had to move the other requests, it would affect this.
High school
High
season's
school's,
over
high
there.
school
All right.
season's done for these.
All right, so
Yeah,
it
you're
wouldn't
right,
affect,
mean-
moving the other people wouldn't affect this.
Yeah.
Okay, all
We
right.
got a problem with that July 1st, Peter, the same one. We can't go past 11 o'clock.
They've been out permits because they're not here yet. I mean, they don't.
Can you start an hour earlier, like 7 to 11, instead of 8 to 12? Yeah, 'cause
So these
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
yeah.
by 11.
Okay,
I don't know. It's a good question.
That might be why it's not on there.
It's just 3 dates, I guess.
Okay, it's in the email chain.
Yeah, but you submit it to the website? You didn't submit it to the website, and there could be a conflict with it.
Yeah, yes, I did submit it to the website. It came through the email, the same one with those dates.
all right,
It's the actual first one that sent it back. That's what it is.
all right. So what do you have for total fee on that, Peter?
But what are we doing? This is a new organization.
Mhm.
Legion of Northeast always comes in for those times, around
Well,
those
that's,
times.
what we could probably do is add them to the group, but that's my question was, the 3 other people that were here.
Yeah, but I don't.
They might be done, Legion might be done by August.
Yeah.
We could probably call them all in and go over it. That would be my suggestion.
Okay.
Because they're not gonna have any of their schedules.
Okay, would you agree with that?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does say 4 days.
Yeah, no, my concern is, since we have the 2 others,
Right.
and then we had the other one. Yeah, to call them all in, because it's gonna affect all of them. Okay. Okay. And looking at the situation of, we also have, with the new league, we have other people that have not put their request in yet. And for fairness, everybody, long-term users, seeing with the first 2 requests, we have to sit down and go over stuff with them. We're gonna put you in that group too, so you'll be treated fairly as well. Okay, we don't wanna treat you one way and treat them another way, so we wanna be fair across the board. So we'll probably end up having a meeting together with just the users of that facility and sit them down like we've done in the past. We have multiple requests for the same thing, so we can work something out. Pardon, Tom?
Those dates don't affect the other 2.
No, I know, but the whole idea of what, they're gonna affect other people, and that's the main thing, okay? Like, there's no Legion dates in here, okay? And those don't usually come in this early, and that would affect his dates, so we'll have all the users, okay? Getting to become a popular place. Okay, so you understand what we're doing, sir? That is correct, yeah. Yeah.
And for other fields, I would have to resubmit for, because I only put in half of my dates for that reason, not to have a conflict, but, so the first half of the season, I have to
Yeah, get them all together, when we have that meeting, we're not gonna give anything out prior to that meeting, so get all your dates together for that,
Okay.
and then we can go, all review them and lump them all together. If you can get them to us beforehand, and then Ricky could take a look at them and see what might work out, so we can try to do some work ahead of time, okay?
And I'll talk to Lowell High, Legion, and Northeast and see if we can try to get dates, you know, so that we can work with everybody, so that everybody can use it.
No problem.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, 22, Joseph Wilson, Centerville United Methodist Church? No? Okay, Mayon Mitchell, where are you, Mayon? Welcome. What do we got this time?
I think I got a couple items on the agenda.
Okay,
Put
first,
my spring permits in.
this is for first one we have is flag football.
Yeah, all flag football.
Okay,
3 different park requests, I think.
all right, you got, You're down for 3 different requests?
Board only talks about the ones at Cali, the other ones have already been approved by Stacy, and you already received your credits that you had from last year towards the Gage Park requests and the other ones. So this is just for the Cali Stadium ones.
Wow.
Okay, thank you, Peter.
You have to stay as long.
You should know that.
All right, so we just have Cali Stadium, June 21st and June 28th.
Yeah.
From 8 AM to 12, 8 to 12, so.
Gonna do our playoff and championship weeks that those 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay, we have your credit was applied to the Gage Field request, as Peter had just mentioned. And resident adults was 200, 4 times 2, be $400. Okay? Any other things you need?
No, sir. I'll see you next month.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the date and time requested for a fee of $400.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries. You're all set, Mayo. Good luck. Okay, Stephen Mccarron, Low Philharmonic Orchestra? Okay, welcome.
Request the concert for the date, Sunday, July 12th.
Okay. Shed Park? Yeah, okay, at Shed Park Pavilion, okay. Okay. How many people do you expect? You've done this in the past.
6 years now?
Yeah, I know, it's a great concert.
You gotta go?
I usually
You're
do.
the record now.
Mrs., right?
Pardon?
Mrs., right?
I don't know about her, but I know I'll be going. Scratch that from the record.
She's
Be
watching.
careful.
Okay. Okay. No, it's a great event that you hold. The music is delightful, really is.
Dance, you can too.
Pardon?
We have dancers, little kids.
Oh,
Mr. James, so we got Irish teaching kids, because Irish last week, actually. We had Paris 2 years ago.
It's more your style anyway, dancing. There we go.
be nice.
We'll play waltz just for you if you want to dance with us.
You are requesting a permit, correct? Okay. Anything different? No?
Nah.
Okay. I don't remember whether we charged you or not, so.
Last few years you haven't, no.
That's what I thought.
Since it's a Sunday, I think we still have to charge a custodial fee. You can waive the resident fee, though.
Yeah. Resident fee be gone, so the custodial fee would be $120.
Because it was a Sunday.
Yeah, custodial fee we'd charge, that's $120.
Okay.
Okay, that's the only fee we would have. The usage fee we wouldn't charge, so, all right.
Make a motion to approve the date and time requested, with the custodial fee only of $120.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set. Look forward to it. I'll put it on my calendar now.
Load up the call it spells.
The cooler? Yeah.
With soda pop.
But not soda pop. Non-alcohol beverage.
Absolutely, and I can't smoke there either, so we got
Exactly.
that. Okay. Thank you. Okay. David Mulbauer, Family Reunion. David, welcome. Okay. All right, so, June 27th?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said requested grilling? That would have to be charcoal? We cannot do propane.
No, we would have.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I tell everybody the same thing. Okay. You have any other requests?
The time, maybe 2 to 6 or 3 to 7, is that possible?
We have 2 to 6 down here, David.
That,
Is that what you want?
3 to 3.
3 to 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 3 would work. I don't know. I assume 7 works. I don't know.
I don't know, we'd have to check on the latter part.
Let's say 2 to 6.
Leave it at 2 to 6 and it's simple, we're all set for that.
Okay.
Once we start changing things, it can get dicey. Okay, and the fee for that, 170? 170, yep. You got a custodial fee of 120, and we'd have the adult fee, 2 blocks would be $50. Okay?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the time and dates with the fee of $170.
All right.
I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck. Where do you pay? You will end up getting an email, and that'll give you the instructions, and just follow that. Okay, is that correct, Peter?
Yep, we'll get an email,
Okay.
it's approved in-house, and then you just log into your website and pay your credit card.
Okay. Okay. Item 26. Mike Sheehan, New England Storm.
My name is Michael Shan, 97 Forest Street, Old Mass. I coach New England Storm softball.
Okay.
We're looking to, once the fields are released, we're looking to have practice every Wednesday, and when they get released to last Wednesday in July. We're looking for a manning field, because the space is kind of big enough, because we're going to practice with 2 teams.
Okay. Okay. Okay, why do we have 2? Okay, oh, we got B, okay, Manning Field. From 6 to 8?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Right now, we have a user that's been using it for multiple years. And he would be in the same situation as to what would be available, see if we could work something. I'm not sure what nights he has it.
Who was this?
That's Gil. All right? You familiar with Gil?
It's right here.
Oh, all right.
Hey, stuck in the back.
You snuck in on me. Okay.
He's quiet.
All right. How many nights are you using it, Gil?
He's looking for Wednesday nights.
Is that okay with you?
Yes, Manning, but I don't get Manning, because, both Catholic gets it and Calvary Park gets it, but it's hardly anybody has on it.
So that's 6 to 8 at night.
Huh?
I said he's looking for 6 to 8 at night.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I can't see a problem, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Someplace or other, I know what it is.
Danny,
Alright.
that's
How do you get
Danny
me?
Capone has that.
Talk to Danny Capone and,
Pardon?
Danny Capone has that.
I don't know. I'd have to check the records to see what we have. Who has what?
Has Cali put it? Is it Cali?
No, this is Manning that we're discussing.
Yeah, I know, but
Right.
Cali usually gets that permit, I think. Right, Gil?
they can't use, how old's the girl?
Okay. All right. One thing.
Well, Wednesday night, they have it. See, we split it, he has it Saturday morning and Wednesday, right, he plays the little ones there, and I, just like me, I keep the juniors there.
Yeah,
I
Cali-
can.
Cali has their own baseball fields.
You take
Yeah.
care of that, Gil?
Yeah, I'll take care of it, I mean, between the two, I know.
All right. Okay, but you said you don't have a permit in for that, Gil. Is that correct?
No, he doesn't. Dan Capone will get it.
Dan Capone has it. Okay. All right, so you work within, and what we can do is we can cross-check some things between now and next month. If there is a problem, and if you just come back, we can just quickly go over it and make sure everything gets short. No. Well, you can, but we're gonna charge you double. So. All right. Okay. All right. So that'll be the only thing. If we can check on that for next month, see who has the permit for that, please, Bianca. Okay, thank you. Okay, so you're gonna work with Gil, so we don't have to do anything. Check with us next month, and we'll make sure everything is secured. All right.
Okay, check now.
Pardon, Peter?
I'll try to check now.
Okay, all right. Okay, when you get something, let me know, please.
It looks like Cali has it.
Calorie has it?
Jay, he was supposed to be-
They don't need it, if you need my opinion.
Yeah.
Can I ask the board,
Yes,
what is Manning designate? Is it a softball field?
yes.
So it's a softball field,
It was retrofitted a few years ago to be a 50-70 baseball field, which every softball field could be that way, I guess.
So my
They were
question
playing
is,
some baseball, but they bring them, what do you call it, mound in.
Come on, yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't see them too often there, so I don't know if that one.
That's that 50-70 baseball.
Yeah.
That brings the mound in.
That's who used it,
Yeah.
bring them on in.
Mhm.
But every time I go up, I'm not always. that
Manning?
way.
Yeah. It was primarily used by AAU last year, not by the actual youth organization.
Mike, you continue with your question, please?
My question is just, I'm always curious, you know, I mean, we see softball fields always getting taken over by baseball. It's just wanna protect the integrity of girls' sports, so that's why I asked what the designation.
And we try to be as fair as we can to everybody, and demands change from year to year, leagues start, leagues fold. It's trying to balance. If you've saw list before, we have conflicts, we get the groups together and have them work it out. It's a lot easier if they work it out than if we work it out, because if we work it out, no one's gonna like the schedule. Okay, so that usually works
How
out
about if
best.
we try to get Manning's Field on Wednesday, St. Louis Field?
I'm not sure what to say.
Who do we-
Talk
What,
about
Harry Allen?
Harry Allen, St. Louis from McGill
Did you
and
say
I played
Tony's?
there.
Way back.
92, that's right.
Everybody at
Yeah.
everybody at 35.
And these are things you can check out between now and next month. And like I said, we'll work with you to make sure you get something, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, the other option we just put out is, you know, over at the Lincoln School, that field is, actually last year, there was work over there.
Is that big enough?
But,
That's
I mean,
small.
we're just looking for.
For 14.
For Wednesdays.
Okay, and that's
give
just
us
for
time,
practice,
We'll find
right?
something for you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
So we're gonna table for tonight.
okay, so we'll table tonight and we'll have a decision next month on that, and we've still got plenty of time, and we'll work it out with Gil and then see what the other users are. All right, thank you, sir. Okay, item 27. Okay, we can pass on that one. Gilbert Vigent, Lowell Girls Softball. Gil, welcome. Okay, now, welcome, I said.
Turn your hearing.
Come to the podium. Make him come to the podium.
No.
There you go.
Okay. All right. What do we have different from any of the previous years? Everything the same, Gil?
What's that?
What do we have different from the previous years? Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. And, it's nice that you're amiable to let other people use the permit that you would have to work
Yeah.
things out.
You get these Catholic schools using the afternoon stuff, the other ones, they may also.
Right.
Fine.
Okay.
And
All right.
This year, we have to do a field cut check, too.
All right. Okay. When do you have tournaments in these?
They start, Memorial Day,
Okay.
Memorial Day, that weekend.
Mhm.
It's almost every one. You get the umpires, on V-Land, but I get the permit for them, they use it,
Right.
so.
Okay. Now, because due to all the use and everything, now when people are having tournaments, we have to look at it differently from just regular league use. It's a different animal altogether. Okay, so the fee structure may change drastically on that, and that's something we're gonna work on, over the next month as a group, which was one thing.
Well, would you come out with it, or would we have to next year?
Pardon?
What I'm saying is, would you come out with these new fees?
Yeah, no, we will include you in the discussion, right. Yeah, we don't wanna, we're gonna try not to blindside you, yes.
I go to stores and stuff.
Pardon?
I go to stores, every place I go, they want more money.
I know. So, I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, and you knew it was coming, so. I mean, I know, so, all right.
I just got my first raise at the Moores. I get $10.50 an hour now.
Still overpaid.
It took me 18 years, I started at $5.50.
Okay. Yeah, but you took stock. You were a smart guy. Okay. All right, so as far as a fee, we're not gonna have a fee for you now. We've gotta work that out afterwards amongst ourselves.
Anytime.
All right, so these dates, we will temporarily reserve them all for you as submitted, unless anybody has an immediate issue with anything. Probably not. Okay, so we'll go on from that. We'll table it until next month, Gil, okay?
I got one more thing to talk tonight, so you can do that at the end.
Maybe. Let's see, where are you?
Talking about,
Which number?
Martinfield.
Listen, did she get it in this month?
He was looking for a little high to give up June 18th.
Oh,
Well, that's on here. It's under Mr. Lozinski's, number 30.
oh, number 30. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so it's still there, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think the,
It's under with Dave's.
the city official down the end, they're gonna take care of that.
Okay, okay, under Dave's, okay. All right, okay, we'll get to that one.
Yeah, Shannon's gonna take care of that, so.
Pardon?
Shannon's here to talk about that when we get to that spot.
Okay. Oh, which one, Shannon?
Item
What number?
30.
Wait, You got too many people talking to
We'll
me.
discuss it afterwards.
Which one, Ryan?
30. We've
Number
got-
30, okay,
yeah, let's-
all right.
Let's get Pat and
All right,
Bob out of
so
here.
Gil, we're all set with you for now.
What, you want me to say no?
Well, we gotta go on your, don't make me answer that. Okay, 28, Patrick Sheridan.
Yes,
Okay, welcome.
how are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. So I'm here for World Lacrosse, those boys and girls.
Okay, what do you need, Pat?
So I sent a piece of paper in because we weren't able to do it online because it was closed out, but it's the typical, it's the same thing we ask for every year.
Okay,
So, for practices on the field hockey field in Machado, and all the dates on the paper.
okay, I don't have a copy of that currently. Oh, okay,
Do all those dates work?
wow, okay.
It's the same thing. we do
Same as
every year.
everything.
Oh, okay, all right.
Same thing we've been
Do you need a
doing for-
copy of this, Bianca? Okay,
Were there any,
which should be in the pile we have back there somewhere?
Sheridan?
Okay, oh, over here, okay.
as long as there were, I don't see any
Oh, all
bold
right, no.
things saying any conflicts,
Okay.
so I think we're good.
No, okay, all right, I'll look at, there it is, okay, my mistake. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay,
So,
here, I'll give you that back, I have a copy, Pat.
So, yeah, so those are the practice dates, and I understand Little High has the field already, but we always.
You always work things
we
out,
always work
right.
out. You know, if we need to start practice later than 6, that's not a problem.
Okay, all right, we have Dave, Dave's here, right?
Yeah, he's right there.
All right, you be able to work things out with the,
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever you need.
yeah.
okay.
So it's never been a problem.
I didn't want to
but-
speak for you. Okay.
And I have, and through you, I have Tom and Pat's information, and if there's any conflicts, I'm in
Okay,
contact with them. and
all right.
We move around as we need, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then,
good working relationship.
And then on Sundays, we're, so we can take out Sunday the 12th, because I forgot that was Easter, but, so the April 5th, 19th, 26th, May 3rd, May 10th, May 17th, May 31st, and June 7th.
Okay,
So we need both the field hockey field and Cali Stadium from 10 to 6.
okay,
And then, we do have a new request this year, on Cali Complex. So this one, we can work the dates with the high school, we just need to go a little bit in advance. So I just picked some dates, and we need lights for these as well. And then I have April 24th, May 8th, and May 22nd.
what are you doing
Some
separately there,
Friday-
Pat?
We're experimenting with some Friday night games.
Oh, okay, all right,
So, I know the high school sometimes has games on Friday, so we can work whatever the schedule is, move those dates if needed.
all right. Okay.
But
You all-
those-
you all
those three
okay with all this,
Fridays,
Rick?
we need lights.
So some of them will have some fees then for lights.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Yes.
put lights on,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a
that's-
fee associated with it.
That's why I want to make sure.
Right.
Trish.
Okay, and you've ran all this, Ricky, you've run, everything's been run by you, pretty much,
Yeah, between me and Dave.
between you and Dave, so, all right, so you're good with, okay, all right. As long as they're good with it, it's fine with me.
Okay.
Okay, any other
Just,
questions or
it's the fee
concerns?
For the lights and.
Right.
They would need an electrician on site.
Right, and the electrical fees are, what is it, 150? Pardon? Electrical fee? We had a new, didn't we have a new fee increase by this?
That was just a light fee that was part of the electrician fee, wasn't like a,
If they need an electrician, contact the electrical department, find out what they charge the electrician to be on site.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so. Okay, we gonna do that, or is he gonna do that?
We just approve and say fees to be determined.
Yeah, we can have the light fee to be determined. Everything else we can accept, and we'll look into that.
Moving on.
We'll find out what's the easiest way to get to that for you, okay? You can just follow up and bug me, all right?
So we do have a fee for the Sundays and the fee for the lights and the Fridays.
Okay. Yep, I don't know.
So I'll make a motion to approve the request as stated with the fees to be determined. That
I'll
works?
second it.
That work for everybody?
Yeah, because the custodian will have a fee for custodian on Sunday,
Right,
but he won't, because it's 6 to 8 on Friday.
6 to 8, 6 to 10 on Friday.
Yeah, as long as they're out of there by 10, they wouldn't need a custodial fee on Friday,
But they would do the light fee.
because we have a guy there until 10 o'clock.
okay, yeah. So there's, with all the multiple pieces to this, we'll have to work it out and break it down, so.
Okay. Who should I be in contact with?
I guess I'm stuck with it.
Lucky you.
Hey,
Yeah, I know.
You don't have a name tag.
Yeah. See, but I can designate,
All right, well.
right, Chris?
You get my name right.
I know, okay. Anything else, Pat?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Okay, so we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all
Thank you very
set.
much.
All right.
Thanks, Pat.
I appreciate all your help.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, Bob Majo, Kids and Disability Sports.
Yeah, hi, John.
Hi, how are you?
I'm requesting alumni field for June 14th.
Okay.
And I understand it's already taken, but I'm requesting, as in the past, I think it was the over 30 league that had it, that they,
Yeah, they don't have it. Who has it?
Is it low high?
I'll just say June 14th still a little high.
Okay. Dave?
He said give it up.
Okay, June 14th.
What we discussed.
Yeah.
What
June,
time?
Alumni Field, Kids and Disability Sports, need that date?
We will do whatever, we will work with everybody.
Okay, so they will be officially thrown off that date. Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
Yeah.
Good enough?
what are we gonna do now?
You're gonna have June 14th. Dave will make it happen on his end. We'll
Yeah.
coordinate, any other requests that you need,
I'm
as you
sorry.
know. Any other requests that you need, by all means, let us know. We'll provide them for you.
That request is denied, right? The 14th?
No, no,
No.
no, you have the 14th.
Okay,
The 14th was originally held by Lowell High School.
Lowell High School.
I just threw them off to give this to you. Okay?
Semantics, dear, semantics.
So,
Your graciousness is
No,
not appreciated.
your organization is very close to my heart, so.
thank you very much.
All right.
As mine.
There's a request, this affects one of those baseball leagues from earlier, they're coming in, Lowell High is it from 8 to 4.
Right.
There's another group that's supposed to be coming in at 6.
Okay,
So what
This
time
is
was
they
it?
do
10
8 to
in the morning
12.
2 in the
I'm
afternoon.
sorry.
10 to 2 is what you're looking for?
Yes, that's what we're looking for. Whatever the time
right.
is okay with
No, I
you
know, we
guys.
always make it work, so, I mean, it's such a great
Could it be
event, and,
earlier?
you know.
Have a little conflict? We
No,
start-
I mean, if you have a conflict, I mean, we'll do it.
We work it out great.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, everybody works it out well.
all right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We have other people involved, you know.
I know.
And we're trying to keep it, and the kids just love playing over there versus Shed Park or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, give them their day in the sun.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So we can approve 10 to 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Make a motion to approve the date and time requested of 10 to 2.
Second.
Okay. Further discussion? All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Oh. Does it,
All in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. All right. Okay. Dave. Okay, Phil Sheridan. Who else we have? Things I can move on quickly. Okay. Enrique Vargas, Mill City Grows. Yes, welcome.
Yeah, so you requested permission to go down the community garden at Armory Park.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm sending you the map, we have.
Oh, okay.
We have a map, we have already like 50% of the runners already signed up to join the.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and so we're hoping it's, gonna be built late March. And we already have all the funding for staff and, all the personal building and everything, so.
Fantastic.
Do that after the cameras are out.
Good.
There's a letter of support from the assistant city manager in there as well.
Okay,
And we're working with Christine McCall from the Department of City Planning.
okay. All
They're
right.
paid for it.
Oh, okay. I see Diane signed off on it, yeah.
And we also have a copy of our garden application, which is what we submit to the city.
Okay.
Just so you know.
All right.
I think it was for us to submit our own gardens, John.
Pardon?
I think you're supposed to submit your own garden.
Oh,
I think that was what it's for.
John, for the record, I'm behind this also.
yeah, yes, it's
I
a
love
great,
it.
it's a great program. Yeah. All right, thank you, Shannon. Okay, so you just need our permission, nothing else. Everything else you seem to have got already. This is great, fantastic.
I'll make a
Yeah,
motion
good.
to request, to
Yeah,
approve
I'll
the
get that.
request as stated, no fee.
Okay, need a second?
Second.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set, good luck.
Thanks, guys.
You need this back, or is this for me to keep?
That's yours.
All right, thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Phil Sheridan, Lowell Catholic? Yes, welcome.
I'm here just to book Sagemba Field at Cali Park.
Okay.
Softball.
Oh,
No, EAA has the softball field at Cali Park, so just looking for practice.
okay. All right, 2 to 4. Yeah. Just walk out the gate. Gets me every time I drive by there, and St. Margaret's is now with a different name on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you need from us? Okay. Gentlemen?
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the times and dates, no fee.
Second it?
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Phil.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with your season. Okay. Enrique Vargas, okay. Jessica Nebrega, Academy of Rogers School.
I'm Tom McCarron, the other phys ed teacher at the STEM Academy. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board.
Welcome.
I'm here to request the permit for our field day, June 11th and 12th.
Okay.
And our only request is prior, making sure that the field on the side is mowed and cleared up. Unfortunately, grazers are here just to be double checked.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, and that's a tough issue with any place in the city with, these days. A lot of times, we do the best we can to make sure that they're cleaned up, but it also behooves the user to go walk the field beforehand. Things can change overnight.
That works,
So,
mowing theater.
Yeah, we do not want kids to be put in harm's way. Okay. Any concerns or questions?
Nope. Make a motion to approve the dates requested, for no fee.
I'll second.
Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
And that's June 11th and 12th. At the beginning of June, if you want to give me an email or a telephone number, I will follow up with your request to check the
With
field.
DPW,
Yeah, with
Thank you.
DPW. Well, you could do it with DPW.
I'll take care of it.
All right, all right. I don't want to put too much on you, Shannon, tonight.
Move somebody else at first then.
Okay.
Thank
Pardon?
He's got you.
First time, yeah, okay, thank you, thank you. It's nice when we all work together. Okay, Jess Murray. Oh, You knew we'd get to you sooner or later. Okay, Lowell Rowing Regatta Association.
Yes.
Okay,
All the dates just for a parking lot for the regattas.
okay. Okay, we had resident fee, so we got, 1, 2, 3 dates, is that correct, Jess? May 9th, May 15th, and October 3rd?
Well, it's May
No,
9th
there's
through
a bunch, yeah,
October
there's-
23rd.
there's
Saturdays
one
and
that kinda-
Sundays, May 9th.
No,
to
I mean,
October
3
23rd.
different areas that I'm going. It's the 9th through October. All right, and we didn't charge you last year for anything. We'll probably do that this year. Okay, any additional things you need?
Nope.
Okay,
Same as usual.
all right.
Make a motion to approve the dates and times requested with no fee.
You have all the dates on there, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
May 9th through October 25th, Saturdays
Right.
and Sundays.
Mhm.
And then
We have all
May
the dates we
15th
need?
and then
Yeah,
October
we
3rd
do.
separately.
To accept as presented, no fee.
Okay.
Right. Waiting on you for a second.
Okay, second.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All
I feel like there
opposed?
should be more on here. It's not every weekend from May 9th through October 25th. It's only the specific dates that I provided for.
Okay, you have the specific request that she put in for her, and Bianca has all that.
But
You have
I'm
any
sure
questions
that
on those,
much
Bianca?
can be
No,
used for
okay,
all
she's
the
good with
dates
it,
and
so,
okay.
yeah. So, all right, if you have any questions, you can just talk with her afterwards, okay? Thank you. Okay. So motion approved, all set.
Thank you.
Good luck. Night. Okay, Amy Lopez?
Yes, hi, I'm here representing my daughter,
Okay,
She will speak on her own.
okay,
I'm
welcome.
I'm requesting the use of the pavilion and track at Shed Park to host an awareness walk for the Dravet Syndrome Foundation, a nonprofit organization, a cause that hits close to home as my brother suffers from this. Last year, the fee was waived, and I'm asking for it to be waived again this year.
It's great, something that you're doing for your brother. You should be commended for that.
It'll be the second annual.
Right.
We continue with that.
And how well did it go last year?
It was really good.
Okay,
We raised over $2,000.
great. All right. And just for the unknowing, the Dravet syndrome, what exactly does that affect?
Can you repeat that, please?
The Dravet syndrome, what exactly is it? What body functions and mind functions does that affect?
So it's a rare form of epilepsy that causes seizures, and there's no cure for it.
Okay.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I know,
That's the main thing.
I think my uncle, I believe, had it, so.
Have an uncle that has it?
Yeah, he's not alive anymore, he's, yeah.
Dravet syndrome?
Yeah. So, okay. Any questions or concerns?
So when I put in the request, I put it in for the pavilion, but does that include the track as well?
Do you really need the track to just walk around? Are you doing any functions on the track?
No, it's just a walk.
Just to walk? It's open to anybody.
Oh, okay.
So if you needed something for specific events to walk, what race or something,
Okay.
then we'd have to do that, but now you should be able to use it, whoever's there. I mean, it's, unless you have a specific reason, I don't see any reason why you would just need that, okay? Anything else?
And then will the outlets be working?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
what came last year.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
They should be. No problem.
okay.
All right.
Showed up a little late, but
Yeah.
It's June 6th. June 6th, that the Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is somebody out there doing
Someone will be
Saturdays?
there.
Yeah, well, somebody.
Okay,
I'll make a
Okay.
motion to approve the date and time requested with no fee.
no fee. I'll second it.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set.
thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, your brother's lucky he's got you.
He's very lucky.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Julian Newcomb, birthday party, 5-year-old. Okay, I don't see anybody in here as Julian, so.
Yeah, so long she's 6 now.
Okay, Natasha Valdez, that was that. Another 5-year-old birthday party? No? Okay. Paul Boulette, Mustang Kart Club of New England?
There's a letter from the president of the club. We're looking to have a car show on June 7th at the Regatta Field.
Okay,
All cars are welcome. We've ran car shows for 40 years. We lost 2 venues in Connecticut because the place closed down permanently.
oh,
So we're looking to bring a car show to Lowell. I've been involved directly in this area for about 10 years in car shows.
Okay.
We run about 6 a year. We ran 4 or 5 national shows, so we're very experienced at it. We got full insurance. We have a DJ, he respects everybody, you know, we don't play crazy music.
Okay.
Over there, I ran a car show a couple of years ago with a friend of mine for a couple of years, and we really had a good turnout over there, so we're looking to come into Lowell.
Okay.
We have members in our club that live in Lowell.
Okay.
Norman's one right here.
Okay.
This is the first time I personally, or our club has personally
All right.
dealt with you guys, so we didn't exactly know all your rules and everything. But we had a couple of questions for you.
Sure, go ahead.
Porta potties, can we bring one out there?
Sure.
Right? No cooking, obviously, with propane.
Correct.
Rain date is, how do you work with your rain dates if we wanted a rain date?
Okay.
We usually do our car shows on Sunday.
Right.
And on a rain date, we usually do the following week.
Okay,
so-
that should be okay. It's not the field there. Is there anything else used on that field? Probably not.
Flag football usually.
I'm not
uses-
so
Yeah.
sure with the regattas and everything.
Yeah.
like that. I don't know, I know I go by there, I've lived in Lowell.
Sometimes it's used and sometimes it isn't. A
Right,
lot of times you get
exactly.
pickup leagues are using it for something.
Like I say, we clean our place,
Mhm.
we leave everything spotless.
Okay. You have any questions,
We're looking
Peter?
for your support.
No, okay.
And
You
do-
just have
do
it
we
down
need
here
a
as
cop-
8 a.m.
Police detail? No?
How many people do you expect?
100 cars maybe, to 200 cars? You
Um,
just never know.
What I would
Weather
do,
plays
I
a
would
big
defer to
factor.
the police department, seeing you're on a main furrow there,
Right.
right there, and,
You can call them and ask.
yeah,
They'll
go
give
down
you
and
a
ask and
price.
let them make the decision. I'm not making the decision for them.
And,
We're not.
on there, I put, when I was filling out the application online, I was having a hard time putting a 4 blocks.
Okay.
So I wrote, I don't know, I think it
It
was
says 8 to 10 a.m.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
I assume you need it
That's
more
not
than
what we
that.
wanted. We wanted a,
8 to 10 p.m.?
8 to 4, or
8 to 4.
7:30 to 3:30, something to that effect.
All right, 8 to 4, all right.
Usually like the first hour is just us there setting up,
Right.
and the last hour is,
You breaking down.
putting up. The whole show, we announce, no burnouts and, the
All right.
crazy stuff. Obviously, we can't control everybody, but, we've had a lot of good luck. We do shows at Fort Devens, one in Rhode Island at State Park. Like I said, we've done one.
Budweiser, New Hampshire, we held, 2 years ago, we had a national show in New Hampshire, Budweiser plant, brought people in.
That's a beautiful location up there.
It's absolutely gorgeous. We had 450 cars there. It was a 3-day show from 29 states.
Oh, wow.
And I think there was 10 cars from Canada there. So,
Okay.
It draws a big crowd.
it's fun. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
fun. I know Mike Robinson, a lot of the guys that run all these car shows around here, I'm involved with them guys,
All right. I know, was it last year or the year before? I'm not sure if they continued. We had that,
Mill City Madness?
no, there was a couple that had a car type thing showing they needed parking for an area, and I'm not sure that they were here 1 year or not. I don't
I
know.
ran a show there for 3 or 4 years with my buddy. He did all the legwork.
Yeah.
I was kind of a silent partner, but we ran it up the street, and then we moved it to the regatta field
Okay,
for a
yeah.
year or two.
Okay.
As far as the
Do you remember
fee
that,
goes,
Ryan?
I didn't know.
I do, yes.
if Having members from Lowell, if we get the.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what
You brought
it
one
might,
of them
what
with
could
you,
have
I
been
think
in,
that counts.
in competition,
We
or
have
whether they
our,
had come in, so I'm just,
Charities, we give all,
Yeah.
the props to the charities, we do that every
Okay.
year.
No,
We
that's
haven't
great.
picked our charity for this year, but we used the Shriners and,
Sure.
Do you
Make
get-
a Wish, all kinds of.
do you
we've been
give
doing it
out
for
a
40 years.
Mustang?
Excuse me?
Do you give out a Mustang?
He's won 4 in a row, so.
He's won 4 in a row. Surprise, surprise.
We're looking to bring it
No.
to Lowell and maybe continue on for years.
We
No.
have some places, some venues where we've been at for 35
Right.
years.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, nice.
So it's a relationship that we're trying to develop.
Mhm.
Some of our members who do attend our shows, we're bringing them from Lowell to Marlboro.
Okay,
Some of your residents and some of our members are asking that maybe we can bring it up this way. So we're really looking
Okay.
to expand, and with the
No,
loss of
you're
our
nice.
2 shows in Connecticut, this is kind of an ideal match, for at least for the time being.
well, we'll set it up and see how it works.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it's great
I have one
success.
other thing to say is I'm really impressed with the board. I mean, it was like 38 items or whatever there was on there. We came in and we were like, well, we're last. We were like, are you kidding me? We almost went to the Worthing. I figured we'd be coming out here around 10:30 or something like that. It's like 7:10.
Well, we're very efficient.
Good job, guys.
We try to be efficient, so.
Right, you were. You were very good.
And thank
just so
you.
you know, we do still have to bring this to our board of directors as
Right.
well.
Okay.
To go through approval, and they get Sheridan and get that information back.
Sure.
We're all on the vice president.
We're all set to vote. The meeting's going longer because you guys are talking.
We'd like to get- We don't want you to walk out, because everybody's gonna expect this every week, or every last week of the month. you
It's
know.
like this all the time. We are efficient. Not me,
I had just
people
one-
that surround me.
I just had one question to also ask the board. In regards to, if they do have vending trucks, you know, in case of propane, they usually have their own license, but you can't use that on the field, right?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
They can park on the street, though.
They can park on the street and then sell from there, but they cannot come in the park. They cannot
So
in
you
the
can
park.
park on the boulevard.
So right
Right.
on the boulevard,
Right.
and you can be on the same side of the road, because that's legal parking.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
So if we wanted an ice cream truck to come,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be an issue, or a hot dog guy that might have propane, but that wouldn't be an
No,
issue.
Yeah,
he's
they would-
self-contained in
they
there.
would-
As long as
Propane
they're not
unit.
in the field.
Right.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. We might have a vendor there or two, like selling die-cast cars or something, they usually set up a table.
Okay.
But that's about the extent of,
All right, no selling alcohol, obviously.
no alcohol.
We
We don't allow it anyway, and our insurance doesn't allow it. We've
Okay,
never had an
that's
issue
fine.
with it.
Okay,
But that's not an issue.
all right. Anyone else have any concerns? Okay, entertain a motion?
Make a motion to approve the dates and times requested, changing it to a resident fee adult. So for 4 blocks, it'd be $100 total.
$100.
Thank you very much.
I'll
Okay.
second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You guys are all set. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Absolutely, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Okay, so June 7th. We'll have to make sure I come out.
Just one other quick, I know it's
The
hard.
Worthing's still open.
No.
They mow that field, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Right, because cars with exhaust on hay, they don't get along.
I'll make sure it's mowed the day before.
You're the best.
Yeah, you might find a Mustang underneath there somewhere, but you never know.
Yeah, Charlie
If it is,
Dean,
I wanna
Dean,
live this
remember when there's a junkyard out there? Not on that field, but right,
Right near the.
Dean.
You're aging yourself.
There was-
Are you inferring I'm along those same ages as you?
Poor Charlie just died.
You're digging a hole. You what?
He's already approved.
Adios.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay.
Gentleman over here on the right.
All right. And I'm sorry we missed you when coming, sir, so. No, that's okay, and I'm sorry that you had to wait through all of the stuff. Okay. We still have a couple of things to do afterwards, and you are, sir?
So I'm Lucas Skorshevsky, I was agenda item number 4.
Oh!
4, there he is.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Walk in just as you were introducing agenda item number 5.
Oh, no.
I enjoyed the meeting. Thank you for sitting me down. Baker Family Child Care, this is for our annual field day.
Okay.
At the Shed Park Pavilion for August 21st and 28th as a rain date. We've had the event out there for many, many years.
Okay.
250 kids or so, which obviously don't fit under that pavilion. We use that green space hill. We also work with the city to have the splash park open a little bit early. So using
Okay.
the space really between the pavilion, the splash park. Last year, we had the police department, fire department, Trinity EMS, the Discovery Museums out there before. It's
Oh, great.
really fun.
This is-
Event for all the kids. We do grill,
someone
charcoal,
created
obviously.
Right.
No propane.
Okay.
DJ. We have a whole bunch of volunteers in Sean Dark. It's just a nice.
Sounds like a fun day.
End of summer party for the
Yeah.
kids.
Okay. All right, and the fee last year was $340, so the fee would be the same this year.
I got one question. What day is this on?
It was a Friday. It was a Friday.
Friday, so there should be custodians.
No custodial fee.
No custodian fee.
And since it's youth, since it's lowell youth and not resident adult.
It's fine. I mean,
No, it's, oh, wait.
they're working.
I'll make a
That
motion
fee
to
is the
approve.
one that you guys charged last year. I don't know how you guys worked that fee out, but that's
We charge the fee
exactly.
last
Okay, I'm just-
Yep, you
yeah, it
charged the
says
170 for
340,
each
yeah.
day last year, so
All right,
that's
but there
why.
will
I
be
just-
some custodian there, so
Why?
we don't have to double
Yeah.
that.
Because it's youth and not.
And that was $240, so the fee would be, and now we're down to children. So that
that's
fee,
here.
so the fee, there'd be no fee.
Okay. I'll
How's
make
that sound?
Glad it stuck around.
That's because you have to wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so
I'll make
let's,
a motion to accept the date and time, but no fee.
I'll second it.
further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries, you're all set, sir. Okay. All right, same to you. Okay.
There's only one person left. Who could that be?
Two.
David, two.
Oh, yeah, Peter, sorry.
Peter. All
Well, you
right.
have to be here anyway.
He was number 2.
Yeah, I got the real speed.
All right.
Howdy.
This is like a Senate
I know.
Yeah, impeachment hearings.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
My life.
All right. Why don't we just do Peter's first? You don't mind?
Not at all.
Okay, thank you. Do you have to be anywhere, Dave? Do you have to be anywhere?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, Peter. What do you need, pal?
So this is just our annual summer camp permit requests for all the fields we do our summer programs at. Same as every year. We start the beginning of July and go till the August 14th this year if we do the 6 full weeks.
So nothing different?
Nope. Exactly. We just take the permits from the previous year and just reissue all the same dates we just go right through it all and do the same thing every time.
Sounds good. All right.
Make a motion to approve the dates and times requested with no fee.
I'll second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Pete. Kids of Lowell are all set. Okay, you guys do a great job. You're welcome. All right. Now, David, what do we have you? How many things we got you for?
We gotta do the release day. That was a different one, right?
Which one?
Was that under him too? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, item 30.
And you had no problem with the kids and disabilities, of
No.
course. I didn't think you would. I was just giving you some.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
And anything we can do with the residents of the city, you know, the boys' youth lacrosse, the girls' youth lacrosse, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
And you know.
No, we appreciate that.
Everything,
Yeah.
as you well know.
Yes. All right, so you got your item 30. Okay. Requesting to release the use of Martin Softball Stadium on June 18th. That was the kids and disabilities?
No,
No,
that
that's
was,
for USA
that was
softball.
Gil. I don't know why he left. I wish he was still here.
I don't know why Gil was
What is,
involved.
I wish.
well, Gil, all the Gil stuff
Sorry,
is
Gil.
being tabled anyways,
Right.
right now. So
But
that
he's
doesn't,
looking for that date for a
Yeah, it's,
The
softball
Olympic
game.
softball
Okay.
team's coming.
The Olympic
The
softball
Olympics,
teams.
right. and-
Playing a
and
doubleheader.
I-
he's
already
releasing,
dealt with-
Lowell High's releasing the field for USA Olympic softball.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
gentleman called me that's the organizer of it. He had already called Peter.
Okay.
And, just cleared it with me, and I have no problem.
okay, all right.
So now, when he comes in to pick that date and go through the process, it's open for him.
Okay. Olympic softball, okay.
Can we get it?
Okay. So that's-
Yeah.
All right,
That's gonna
B,
draw a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's gonna draw a lot of people.
Can we just approve it through the city right now?
There's gonna be 2 games that day,
What, his-
the way
Just
I
approve it.
understand.
oh, yeah,
All right.
his thing is all gonna be approved anyway.
Great.
We don't have to go through each one.
Perfect. So they don't have to show up.
Okay, yeah, your fall program, okay, everything in order? Kinda figured it would be. Any requests?
No, I
Just
just
straightforward,
thank you all for what you do
okay,
for the children of the city.
all right.
I really appreciate it. And Pete and his office, and
Right.
you do a fabulous job.
They do a great job, unheralded,
And Ricky and Shannon,
right,
tremendous. The job that they do is fabulous. I think back of, you know, Shannon, what you had the crew do for the NBC cross-country championships, that field, that shed park was awesome, really awesome.
Thank you, appreciate that.
And Ricky, you know the job, Alumni Stadium, Martin Field, Cali Stadium,
Cavallo, Desmond Park,
Mhm.
Machado, really, really fabulous.
And we appreciate you letting the other groups of important, realizing the importance of them and how they affect the city.
It is,
Right.
very important.
Okay. All right, so we have the Lowell High School Fall Program. Entertain a
I'll make
motion?
motion to approve all the dates for the fall of the Lowell High School.
I'll second him.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. You're all set, Dave.
Thank you so much.
All right. And I'm sure there'll be different things that pop up during the year, as always.
Yep, absolutely.
So we'll work through those together.
Gratefully appreciate it.
Would you like to thank the viewers at home?
Oh, yes, the viewers at home, thank you.
That's it?
We good?
We got, I got one more thing.
Alright.
We have a 50-70 baseball group that's looking to use Harry Allen Field. In the past, there's been a lot of space booked out there with adult softball. So he would have to come to the board to get approval. I don't know if you want me to have him come to the board in February, or if it's something you would even entertain, if I should try to find a new space for him. I talked to Shannon earlier, we don't really have a 50-70 baseball field. So I don't know if you guys want to talk to him, but I just know that some of the adult leagues still haven't gotten their space in.
Okay.
So we could hold them off till the next meeting, see who comes in. I just don't want to see there be space taken that someone's historically used and then have it be
Right.
a issue down the road for you.
And my thoughts would be, everybody has a right to present their case,
Okay.
and ask him to come in and let him present his case, and we can take the facts
All
from
right,
there.
then we'll hold his dates for next
What
month.
nights are they looking for?
I think, I'd have to guess. I want
Yeah.
to say it's around 100 hours. So he has like, it's a couple of 12-hour days though, so it's not like a lot of dates. And I don't know if he'll use all,
Okay.
12 hours or whatever.
He's looking for 12-hour days, he's looking for Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, he's looking for weekends.
And I think the Saturdays are taken by the Senate.
Okay, let's bring him in and see what he wants from it.
We haven't gotten a lot of requests in for that space yet, for Harry Allen. We just got 2 in today that we're gonna be addressing tomorrow, so that might limit more. Koki hasn't come in, and Noah Reesters just came in this week. And there was one other group or 2 other groups that we were waiting on. Tom Saucier's group hasn't reapplied yet.
Tommy ain't running the league.
He's not running the league anymore, all right, because they still have an outstanding fee, so we were gonna have them come to the board anyway. And I thought there was one other group that
I'm
usually
hearing
puts
rumors
in.
they're not coming back this year.
Okay, that makes it easier, then that would free up space.
Peter, do we have a
That's what I-
cutoff date for these people to submit their request?
Nope, there's no cutoff date. To come to the meeting, it's the Wednesday before the meeting.
Right.
Mhm.
But, I mean, we have groups that'll come, they'll have a meeting like April 29th, and they'll have a permit for April 30th, so.
Okay.
There's no,
With
like,
some of the
lead time.
leagues that we know, because they basically take up the bulk of any facility that they're gonna use, if we could, maybe we give some thought to establishing them in by a certain date.
Different protocol, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to the person that wants the birthday party or the wedding reception, and, okay. And that'd be something I would defer to you to look at, see what works best for your department. Maybe something, we can kick that around in February.
Highlands is one of the biggest offenders.
What are you talking about?
So if we can get Highlands to get their stuff squared away, we'll be in better shape.
We can do that. We can do that for you.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I have a 7 o'clock meeting I have to get to.
Oh, I think you're late.
Just a little late.
I think so.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second it.
Okay. All right, thank you, gentlemen, ladies. Okay,
Thank you.
all right, thank you.
Last week, softball leagues are all going over the Jokers. Really? Yeah. There's gonna be 3 leagues out there.
Good to see you. I was thinking of that. Now without my little friend around,
Dave, how you
I
doing?
didn't get out to do anything, so I miss seeing you all the time, so. All right?
Billy Martell's old group, what is that?